Grand Rising. Happy Monday. I pray everybody's having a positive, productive start to your day today. If not, I pray that your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and of course the Most High help you with that. I also pray that He clothes us in His armor from head to toe, that He strengthens our discernment and guides our steps as we go throughout this day. That being said, I'm here with the intellectual devotion for today. For Monday, we are in the topic of history. And the topic for today is Alexander the Great. Let's see if you can see it. All right. Alexander the Great, from 356 to 323 BC, was born in Macedonia, the mountainous kingdom in northern Greece, and educated by the famous Athenian teacher Aristotle. His father, King Philip II, had expanded Macedonia's territory to include most of the ancient cities and states of Greece, including Athens. Alexander inherited his father's crown at age 20, following Philip's assassination at a theater. As king, Alexander surpassed his father by engineering an amazing string of conquests, creating an empire that encompassed much of the Mediterranean world at the time. No other king had dominated such a wide swath of the ancient world. From his base in Macedonia, Alexander's armies conquered Greece, Syria, Egypt, Mesopotamia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And the Persian Empire. In 330 BC, 6 years after he became king, Alexander defeated Darius, the king of Persia. Alexander eventually extended his kingdom as far as India. His reign ended abruptly when he died in the ancient city of Babylon at age 33. The empire Alexander created was divided among his officers, but it continued on for hundreds of years until it was conquered by the Romans. In the conquered territories, Alexander and his troops had encountered new civilizations with different customs. Rather than simply destroy the cultures of defeated nations, the Greeks absorbed them. A new hybrid culture known as Hellenism emerged. For the first time in history, a large part of southeastern Europe and the Near East spoke the same language and shared a cultural background. Greek remained in this of the ancient world for centuries. The books of the New Testament were originally written in Greek. The cultural ferment caused by the arrival of Alexander's armies remains perhaps the most meaningful legacy to the modern world. Alexander remains of great interest today. Contemporary historians continue to examine his ruthless command of the army, his love for horses, his study of philosophy, and more recently, they have questioned his sexual orientation. They actually talk about that. What movie is that in? Vanity Fair with Reese Witherspoon. They talk about them questioning Alexander's sexual orientation. Then additional facts. When Alexander was a child, he was unhappy with his father's conquests. The young Alexander was sad that there would be less left for him to conquer when he became king. After conquering Egypt, Alexander founded the city of Alexandria on the Mediterranean coast, one of a dozen cities he named after himself. In Alexandria, the Greeks built a gigantic library to house thousands of parchments. The library burned down a few centuries later, destroying a vast amount of knowledge about the ancient world. Alexander was an avid hunter who reportedly hunted 4,000 animals, including lions, during a single hunt in what is now known as, oh, that's a Greek word, so I have no idea how to pronounce it. Ancient Greeks hunted game with a spear, a net, and little else. Let's see if Google can tell us what that word is. Uzbekistan.
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 Uzbekistan. It's a country in Central Asia. So during a single hunt, it is in what is now known as Uzbekistan. He hunted 4,000 animals, including lions. Wow. Okay. So there you go. There's your educational moment for the day. It was 6:22 on the timer when I looked, so we'll look up that number. Multiple meanings. Building bridges, a message to build bridges with others, focus on yourself, have faith and focus on yourself. A sign that divine beings want to communicate with you. Numerology is the study of how numbers in our lives affect us. Some believe that seeing the number 622 everywhere you go is a sign that divine beings want to communicate with you. It encourages you to find balance, harmony, and trust in your relationships and urges you to embrace change and growth, both personally and spiritually. All right. So there's our educational, intellectual devotion for the day. I always want to encourage everybody to try to learn something new every day, no matter how big or small. And as always, be grateful for what you have, the big, the small, and the blessings yet to come. If you see a need out there today, tomorrow, next week, if there's any possible way that you can fill those needs, please do so. You may not only better their day, but you could possibly change their life, and you never know the impact it can have on yours. Be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.